Hey students, we are on week 3 of our Bible reading challenge. I hope you've been encouraged reading through the book of Genesis. We close it out today and we begin Mark tomorrow. So I hope you've been encouraged, but I hope you've seen some complexities of things going on. You're asking good questions. I've been asking questions that I hadn't had the first few times that I read through Genesis. So it's really good that we're searching the scriptures together. As we end this book, we come to a character named Joseph. And Joseph's really interesting because God tells him in many different ways that he's going to be blessed by God, and yet he's hated by his siblings. He's sold into slavery, and he's wrongly accused, thrown into prison. His life doesn't seem super great, and yet he's faithful to God. And God is faithful to him. And then one day, he actually has an opportunity to face his accusers yet again. And this time, they're coming to him for help. Only they didn't know that it was Joseph. So Joseph has an opportunity before him. Is he gracious to them or is he hard on them? And he's torn between these two things. You see this as his kind of sorrows well up inside him when he cries over his siblings in the situation. But there's one scene that actually breaks Joseph. And it's when Judah steps in for the final time to say, hey, Joseph, instead of taking Benjamin, why don't you take me instead? Now, Jesus says something profound in Matthew chapter 15, where he says, greater love has no one than this, than one laid down his life for his friends. Judah exemplifies this in Genesis 44. And in turn, I think he's foreshadowing his own descendant, Jesus himself, that one day he's going to be the substitute on behalf of all of God's people. I hope you've been encouraged. It's a little noisy in my house. I got some little rugrats here. So I'll see you guys next week.